Okay, so Sicilians for Dark Noob, Burmese for Derp. Do we see a YOLO castle drop from our Sicilians player? Could be potential for that. Could also just play into scouts with monks. Try and boom up your eco behind. Could be good. If we get late game, it feels like Sicilians kind of... Did they have the edge over Burmese? I don't know. Burmese infantry is pretty good. I don't know. Which one would you guys favor? AoE casters used to say as well at more. Oh, I remember NHC3. Turkmen said as well basically every other sentence, and the fuck, it's like, dude, it's like a contagious disease. When you hear people saying that, you start saying it as well. And then it just fucking spreads, bro. It's awful. Host an arena tournament without walls. Okay. Now casters say I insist would be lovely. I've never said I insist. I think that's purely a mem thing to say I insist. I've never heard that from anyone else. That's mem slang right there. Harris says it? Okay. Interesting. He's insisting that he says he insists. Right. Okay. Anyway, which one do you favor? We didn't talk about that. Late game tech tree. Which one do you favor? Burmese? Sicilians. Burmese? Sicilians. Burmese? Sicilians. Burmese? I think like Champion Halb is just really tough to stop from Burmese. So powerful. So strong. So brave, you know? But I guess Sicilians have like the SO. They also have sergeants, which are pretty good, but those should die to the champions. But then you can add in donjons. You get that beautiful donjon stack, sergeant push. Amazing. One of my favorite pushes in the game. Burmese have those skirms, though. True. Leary proved that Burmese skirms can get it done. If you stack enough donjons, they become a Don Jonathan. That's right. It's similar to a Digimon, but not quite the same. What's special about Burmese skirms? Literally nothing. They missed the final 2 armor upgrades, which are very important on skirmishers. What we really need are Burmese Imperial skirmishers. That's what we need. We need imp skirms with only 1 armor upgrade. Anyone ever made those? Dave, what's your favorite AoE2 bird? I'm more of a hawk guy myself, right? Are there birds on this? No birds. What? Penguin? Oh yeah, penguins are technically birds too, but I'm more of a hawk guy. Macaws of fire? Yep, when macaws die, they explode, so that's kind of dope. Not penguins? No, I'm not big into flightless birds. A big scout fight here. Massive scout fight here. This will determine who will control the middle area, and it looks like Dark Noob is the one running away from this. Both even HP, though. And Derp is going to pull his scout back into the center area there. Dark Noob going for barracks. Probably at a stable. Let's see if Derp decides to go for the same approach, or if he's just going to go Market Blacksmith. Favorite edible bird? I think like... I think if we're talking about like the best quality cut of meat from like a bird, I think my favorite would have to be like, if you get like a good, well prepared duck breast, could be really good. Like quail or something like that. One of those like littler, you know, birds kind of thing. Pigeon. But just in general, has to be chicken because you can eat it anywhere, right? Cornish hen. Cornish hens are also very good. Pheasant. Pheasant's good too. I think chicken is the king of the edible birds in that it can be used in so many different things easily. It's easy to cook. It's easy to screw up too, but it doesn't taste that bad if you screw it up really badly. Even dried chicken is like, you can make do. Just get some fucking sauce or something, you know? Turkey is overrated. Yeah, turkey is like good on Thanksgiving or Christmas, I guess, but like, yeah, turkey's kind of overrated, not gonna lie. Turkey is a carrier for gravy, kind of, yeah. Turkey's also like really good cold, like leftover turkey is really good, I find. All right, so Scout War has begun. Both players getting to the Castle Age, neither player on stone. Dark Noob, is he going to have enough wood for the extra TCs? We don't know. Probably going to add a monastery here immediately, and he's going to try and snag the relics, and we just have ourselves a classic little relic contest in the center here. Derp is actually adding in a 5th scout. Turkey and mashed potatoes on a sandwich with gravy. Best leftovers ever. I prefer turkey and stuffing and gravy on a little sandwich. Stuffing is my favorite like thing from Thanksgiving. I feel like it's only though because the way my dad makes it. My dad makes really good stuffing from scratch. It's not like that shit you get in the box. That shit is disgusting. All right, scouts coming out here from Dark Noob. We got 5 scouts here from Derp. Light Cav on the way for Derp. Light Cav on the way for Dark Noob. And both players adding in a monastery. This is about as meta as you get with Arena. They have stuffing in a box. Yeah. So a lot of people eat stuffing, dude. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. Have you tried fish finger and cheese croissants, Dave? I'm going to choose to ignore that question. Second town center for Derp. Remember, he has both the wood upgrades for free, and he already has heavy plow. So his economy is looking fairly good. Dark Noob does have extra stone if he wants to go for additional TCs, and he does build them faster, but right now he doesn't really have the wood for that. And he's just going to be focusing on grabbing these relics. He will get 1 relic immediately. Looks like a relic will be snagged here for Derp, so even Stevens from both of them. And they're both really hesitant to engage in the Scout Wars, or sorry, Light Cav Wars. However, Dark Noob does have more HP. Look at the HP comparison there. Almost 50 more for Dark Noob. And he's going to end up healing up his Light Cav too, as he adds in more Light Cav. Still more Light Cav on the way for Derp. So they're both really, really investing on that. Now, it's not just for the relics. I see people all the time saying, like, why are they investing, 1,000 food into Light Cav just for the relics? It's for map control as well. Like, if you give up map control, suddenly your opponent is free to come drop a castle on your face. You can't make production buildings in the center. You can't take all this extra resources and everything like that. So it really, really hurts you that game. As weak Light Cav are now being pulled away, but they're not pulled away fast enough. Derp is going to lose a bunch of those weak ones, but he does clear up the Light Cav from Dark Noob, and at the end of the day, it's basically an even trade. as he gets his second relic back to his base. Nova, thank you for the raid, dude. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are watching the 4th game of Clown League Season 2, Episode 1. Dark Noob against Derp. Dark Noob had an incredible comeback last game. But Derp's trying to finish him off. And Derp has Burmese against Sicilians. So we're wondering what specifically Dark Noob is going to do here. Feels like Derp's plan of attack is fairly straightforward, right? You get a forward castle at some point. Maybe get into Halb, start pushing it back. Go for more monks. But the question is, like, what does Dark Noob do here with Sicilians? How many hot dogs is that? That looks like 7 hot dogs. That's amateur number right there, Nova. Also, those include the bun. We're not talking about bunned up hot dogs. We're talking about just the glizzy for how many you can fit in your mouth. We were having this discussion the other day for anyone who's not familiar. We're talking about casters and how the potential of hot dogs in mouth. I think I could fit like 8 or 9. I don't have a huge mouth, though. I think it would just be all effort on my part. My mouth is huge, says Nova. Okay. Man, once you have stared into the abyss that is Nova's mouth, oh boy, you don't come back from that. Those hot dogs are in shambles, bro. They're actually terrified. This is a fairly dull game compared to the rest of them, isn't it? 3 TC booming for both, a few light cav, and that's it. 3 relics now for Dark Noob, 2 relics for Derp. More resources likely collected, though, for Derp, as he had the upgrades a lot sooner. Both players now attempting to pull away their weak units, and neither one is going to really find value here. Let me check the economy. Yep. 500 more for Derp so far. Dark Noob's going to make that up, though. Similar TC count now, similar villager count still, and 1 more relic. Should have the advantage going forward. Why not make houses part of the wall? Personally, I'm not really a fan of making houses as part of the wall like this, especially if you think you're going to be pushed. If you're going to be the aggressor, sure. But if you make houses a part of the wall here, suddenly you're being pushed and you're fucking pop capped and you're 20 population below your limit. I always prefer making them at the back. The exception to that is if you think you're going to be tower rushed early, or if you think you're going to be the aggressor, then you can make them forward, but I don't like it. Siege towers, though? Okay. Man, you are living in an alternate meme universe. When's the last time anyone saw a siege tower? Listen, if he goes siege towers on me, he deserves the win. Another TC being added from Dark Noob. He's now going on to stone. He's got a lot of resources. And he finally clicks up to Imperial Age. Meanwhile, on the other side, Derp also has a ton of res. Not quite there yet, though. He should be clicking up shortly. I saw you were a huge Tetris aficionado. I like classic Tetris. I really like watching it. I even didn't stream major tournament. I forget, was it like Warlords or something? One of the Warlords days because Classic Tetris World Cup was on. I wanted to watch that all day. So I did. And I was not disappointed. It was fantastic. What is Snooze Fest? Is this CL or GL? Yeah, that's right, Rira. You go tell them too. If John Slow is streaming right now, you should go ask that same question. 5 TC boom, by the way, for Dark Noob. Is he going to go First Crusade? Can give him really good map control. He's going into crossbows. He has 5 TC, decent food eco, gets a castle up. He could go First Crusade just to buy himself some time. Maybe clear up the siege from Derp. Could work. First Crusade is the only reason to make 5 TC in Castle Age? I don't think so. If you want to catch up on a boom or pull ahead, 5 TC is perfectly acceptable. My opinion. Especially with Sicilians. You start with 100 extra stone, right? And they go up quite quickly. Don't you want to wait till 200 pop? Yeah, optimally, you wait till 200 pop to get First Crusade. That adds on top of your population. But usually First Crusade is like, it's not a game winner. It's like a buy time with your population until you can get to the spot you want to get to in the game. So if your opponent has siege pushing forward, you go First Crusade to go in and kill the siege. Or if your opponent is pushing forward with like a forward castle or buildings or something, you go First Crusade to end that. It's a time buyer. Yeah, exactly. And Dark Noob is kind of sneaking out here on the side. He pushed away the scouts from Derp, so Derp doesn't really have vision on this. Prop rotation coming in, so his farms are never going to expire. I mean, it would be much better to have Loom than crop rotation right now, but he's still coming forward. No Loom gaming here for Dark Noob as he comes forward with this castle. He has crossbows to support. He's got light cap to support as well. Maybe it looks similar to Loom. Maybe he thought this was Loom, potentially. And he will get the castle up because of Sicilians. Meanwhile, Onager coming in for Derp. Interesting. Interesting approach here. Onager and Erembai. A big group of Erembai is kind of like an Onager in and of itself. Why does the game randomly keep speeding up? I haven't really noticed it that much. Still no Loom. Still no Loom, folks. Which Civ has the worst looking castle? I think Sicilian castle is worse. Kind of looks like something from Legoland, right? This one's kind of badass, although it doesn't make that much sense. Feels like you would just fall down those steps. It's unfinished. Right. That's why they built it so fast. They were only contracted to do 75% of the castle. Here it is. Halberg. Halberg. I thought that for a second there, I thought that was First Crusade, and then I noticed it was gold. Halberg coming in for Dark Noob. And he doesn't even have a single Cavalier yet. Did he think that was for... No, he's got the Cavalier up, or the Cav upgrades, I guess, for his light Cav, and now he's going into Knights. Okay, that makes sense. He's getting Halberg here. Erembai do pierce damage, though they're elite Erembai now, so the Halberg will tank some of the damage from the Erembai and from the castles, but that's about it. We can look at the armor on these Knights now. Doesn't have the third upgrade, but they already have +4 pierce armor. And the +1 melee armor, of course, but that doesn't really matter here. Unfortunate for Derp, losing that onager there to the castle. He does have bomber cannons now mixed in. And now suddenly, why don't you build the houses on the front of your wall? They're in the way. They're officially in the way. They're officially in the way. I can't believe Derp decided to boom. Well, maybe Derp considers himself just a better player than Dark Noob, as Derp is now getting mana per cavalry. So we see Halberg and we see mana per cavalry coming in here. Full on late game battle here as... Oh, shit! Holy fuck, Dark Noob taking out both bomber cannons in one shot. What on earth was that? We need to... Listen. Listen. We need to rewind this moment here. We need to relive this together, all right? 2 bomber cannons pushing forward from Dirt. Dark Noob, the absolute mad lad, goes for the Treb shot. 1 rock hits the bomber cannon in the south, and another follows up with a hit on the bomber cannon in the north. And damn, dude. Derp losing all of his momentum here. Almost losing another bomber cannon. A little bit late with the micro there as he tries to push out with the onagers. Derp still trying to snipe that bad boy. And loses another bomber cannon. These Trebs are absolute killers. Meanwhile, on the other side, Cavalier are being built up. Architecture on the way from Derp. So this castle is going to be actually pretty tough to kill. Has taken out the castle up here. Is working on the castle down here. But the Trebs are still active and they're looking for more kills. Also, Arambai looking for value. Onager attack rounds coming in. 1 Treb will die. Cavalier charging in from the middle. Arambai working away on those. Cavalier do have Halberd. Great attack round there from Dark Noob. Right at the edge of the army. Or sorry, from Derp. Right at the edge of the army from Dark Noob. Not hitting any of his Arambai. We will lose some onagers, but great value there. Fantastic stuff. And now the crossbows are looking awfully out of place. Don't know what these petards are for. Potentially looking to push in from... He's got 4 of them. Very strange. Potentially looking to push in through the walls. The onager landing another big shot on the crossbows. The only question now for me is whether Derp can ever push out here. He's got all of his siege sniped. And while he is taking decent engagements against the Cavalier and the crossbows, it's like, what is the follow-up? Oh my god, those crossbows just got murdered.
Merry Christmas,
Sneege, yes.
For all the
that's right. I'll tell you what a Sneege is, okay? A Sneege is what happens when you sneeze so hard, you actually knock down the wall in front of you. That is a Sneege. Ad in the middle of the game? I'm sorry. You can't hear me because you're currently listening to an ad. Potentially for Kleenex. Or something similar. They can take care of your Sneeges. I'm sorry. Can't do anything about it. Castle at the top here. Petards. Well, the petards are coming. They're coming in. 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 They're coming. He's in. And the light cav are into the back of the base. And this is a serious problem for Derp. He notices right away. Fortunately for him, he brings the Arambai back to deal with that. And he's still trebbing away on this castle at the front here while he's raiding on the secondary gold and the stone in the center here from Dark Noob. But still, good pressure over here from Dark Noob. On this eco. So 126 villagers. Has Arbalest now and is queuing up more. He loses this forward castle, though. Kind of exposed on this side, right? Because the Arambai will come back to deal with this. These Arambai are very strong. 37 kills already on these things. Watch these light cav just die. Oh my god. Dude, when you get more than like 25 Arambai in a group, they are filthy. Light cav coming in. They could snipe a trap. They could snipe 2 traps. No repairs yet from Derp. He doesn't notice. He doesn't notice yet. He's going to lose 2 trebs. Super unfortunate for Derp. Good push here from Dark Noob, though. Meanwhile, Derp still raiding villagers. Still denying this gold over here. And killing reinforcements, too. Mana per cavalry. Coming in clutch. Zarbalists are dying quite quickly. Between the Arambai and the Manipur Cavalry and the Onagers, I mean, like, what do the Arbalists do here for Dark Noob other than die? It's like he's got so many options against them, right? Did Derp get Parthian? Ah, yes. I see we have a fellow patch notes enjoyer in the chat. He thought about murder holes, but he got fortified wall. I saw that for half a second. Fortified wall coming in. Another petard push. Gate, potentially. Gate it up. Gated community. Nope, not gonna happen. But I mean, can Dark Noob really push in here? These are oh boy, these are bliss, bruh, you gotta be careful with those. Oh man, there's an army of Arambai, there is Lightcav, and there is Onagers coming in. You gotta be super careful with these Arbalists. Great attack round. Oh my god, absolutely disgustingly filthy. It sickens me how good that attack round was, and the Arambai clear up all the weak ones behind that. Fantastic stuff there from Derp as he continues to try and push away the Arbalists. And the Arbalists just seem like they have there's no answer to this army. At least we're pushing in. Maybe you can hold the middle of the map, but pushing in to Derp's base is going to be an issue. And there's more Onagers coming in from the side. However, they are exposed. So the Lightcav should be able to take care of that. Is Dark Noob paying attention to these Arbalists? Seems like he is. Arambai are up to 50 kills now. And Lightcav might be able to snipe 100, but that's it. Hussar is in for Derp. Meanwhile, on this side of the map, Arambai have been taken care of, but the Hussar are raiding the villagers on the stone. It's a good game. Honestly, it's a great game. We see the full potential of both civilizations. Infantry armor is coming in from Dark Noob. He's almost pop-capped. I think we all know what that means. Okay, the Pope, well, the Burmese civilization has gotten him a little bit angry. I think they made fun of him on like Twitter or something. They made fun of him on Twitter, and he's issued an edict. To all the Christians that a crusade is necessary. Arbalist going down to the Onager shots. Massive shot there from Dirt. Historically, how all crusades started? Yeah. You don't have beef with the Pope, all right? Because the Pope knows how to handle it. Derp, good quick walls on this side. Lightcav right into all the Arambai. And that's not a place you want to be. It's Halb? It's not First Crusade, it's Halb? Oh my Lanta. It's not First Crusade, folks. It is Halb instead. So many Trebs. 3 Trebs working well in this castle. Dark Noob doesn't have the same text that Derp has. Derp's castle survived quite a long time with architecture. Dark Noob not investing into that. And his castle is going to go down. Now his production buildings are behind this. Kind of a target for Dark Noob. And Derp is, or sorry, for Derp. And Dark Noob is going to have to remake them somewhere else. Feels like without that castle, he can't really hold this push either. And great Onager shots initially there from Derp once again, taking care of all of those Halbs in the middle of that battle, and now the Arbalists are going to die to the Arambai. These Arbalists will die quite quickly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Arbalist numbers falling drastically. Trebs will follow up behind. Another castle at the top here for Dark Noob, though. That'll secure the gold and the stone, and the game goes on. The game goes on. Like we said, it just feels like Burmese have some of the better options here in this Civ matchup. It's a really interesting one. It's not one you see very often, right? Not the 2 most popular Civs of all time. Burmese do have access to bomber cannons. They get Arambai. They get Menabur cavalry. Obviously Onager here to deal with the range units from the Sicilians. His Arambai have 86 kills. He's done a fantastic job keeping them alive. He made 35 and that's it. Look at this Treb stat from Dark Noob. Oh my god, 5 trebuchet. And we know his Trebs can hit shots. Like, we know his Trebs can hit shots. Not there, but we know they can hit shots. You know, the Arambai can do work, too. 105 kills on those things now. And the Trebs have been hitting shots. 2 Trebs down from Derp. Villager now down. Another Treb being worked on. Castle remains alive. And villagers are now being harassed once again on the stone. I think Derp should come over here and take this gold, if possible. Where's he taking gold right now? Up there and over on this side. Tries to make a house. That's not going to happen. Bro, these Trebs, dude, they're just hitting everything. Okay, Arbalest Mass is back up at a respectable number. 41 now for Dark Noob. Derp getting Blast Furnace, so his Hussar are going to be pretty strong here. Only has 1 Treb remaining, though, if he wants to push back these buildings. He's going to have to clear up all of the production buildings with onagers, which doesn't feel like the greatest option ever. Okay, odds on these Trebs sniping all of the onagers. I would give them good odds if Derp is within range. These Trebs are heat-seeking. The Hussars from our Burmese players should just be better than the light cap from the Sicilians. More Halbs in the queue. But, like, Dark Noob has got to figure out a way to push into Derp's base, and so far he's just been stumped. 4 Trebs now for Derp, so he's not trickle-trebbing at all. 5 Trebs, sorry. He's going to push forward here. He's going to try and take out this castle once again, and Dark Noob's kind of running out of stone to repair this. Onagers coming in. Trebs attacking the Onagers. They pull back outside of the range. And Dark Noob is going to have to unpack his Trebs and... Sorry, repack his Trebs and unpack them at the front to range the Trebuchet from Derp. But now the Hussar are coming in, and this castle, unfortunately for Dark Noob, looks like it's going to fall. These Arambai are just frying, by the way. 135 kills on these bad boys. The push continues. Slow, methodical pushback from Derp. $51 kills on the Onagers. And only 7 friendly fire kills there. So really respectable numbers. As they kill some more of their own units, potentially? No! Units remain alive. Just do Crusade and win? No, it's too late for that. Crusade can't win you the game. Crusade is what? 37? Sergeants that aren't even elite? No, Crusade just dies to this. I think there was a moment there to go Crusade. But it's just a waste of resources at this point. He doesn't even... Like, he's only got 1 castle, too. 35. Sorry, not 37. He's got a castle. Yeah, he can go for it. He's got a castle. Sergeants tank and kill onagers. Arbs do the damage. Sergeants die to this, and they die to the onager attack rounds. If Cavalier can't deal with the onagers, then sergeants are definitely not going to deal with the onagers. Man, these onagers have been doing 86 kills on these onagers. 141 on the Burmese Arambai here. Do all units that cause splash damage do friendly fire? Demos don't. I don't think turtle ships do. Werewolf Trebs don't. Ooh, little flank attack here. Nice little attack from the light cab. Good quick walls back here for Derp to prevent those coming in. But the Erlenby are just simply getting more kills. He managed to kill one Treb, but that's it. 150 kills on these Erlenby. More Trebs coming forward from Dark Noob. Both of these guys are so good at just massing up their Trebs and then sending them forward with an entire army. They're not sending the Trebs one at a time. And what, bro, what fucking ballistics tech did you get? Intercontinental Treb shots tech for Dark Noob? Literally max ranging an Onager moving away. Good. Some redemption. Getting one of the trebuchet from Dark Noob. Also, +1 range on these Trebs from Derp. He got Siege Engineers. So he actually has advantage in the Treb Wars. Another Onager going down to Trebs. These Onagers have 71 kills. There's still only 4 of them left. Incredibly patient play from Derp. Just feels like it's just a matter of time before Dark Noob loses this game. Is it 81 helps? Cute. 81 helps. No siege. That's it. Now even a capped ram to clear up the production buildings, killing the villagers on wood over here. More production being added from Dark Noob, but he is now in a maze of choke points in his own base. Trying to get out. Trying to engage here. Nice. Man, the attack rounds from Derp have been so good this game. Getting another 4 helps. 176 kills on these Erlenby. Oh my god. And now Dark Noob is like, I need to do something. I'm going to try and flank. With these Arbalists. He's going to try and flank. Hold me, chat. Hold me. He's trying to flank. Derp. 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 Okay. The no-looker on both ends. No-look micro. Covenant clutch again. Derp has been so good with those Onagers, and then he just runs them all into Arbalists. Meanwhile, on this side, Erlenby have just been frying as the Arbalists come in here. Hussar are not there yet, and the Halberdiers will clear up the Trebs. I'm surprised that Derp didn't, close in on those Arbalists and just clear them up, but maybe he's waiting for more Onagers. And now waiting for more Rams and Treads to join him. Dark Noob manages to push back. Bro, the Erlenby are getting so close. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Oh, geez. Oh, man. 61 elite Erlenby. Just getting close. Kill everything. Dark Noob does have 1 additional relic here, but I don't think 1 relic is enough to make up for this. Especially when your opponent has, like, Hussar and you don't. Big militia in the queue. Also, Derp has better Halberdiers than Dark Noob. He gets the plus attack with Burmese. Very, very valuable. Will you eat your own hat if Dark Noob wins? No. We've already seen Dark Noob win from a more unlikely position in this series. So no. Oh god, Arbalists are in danger. Arbalists are in danger. Halbs are in danger. Onagers are pushing forward. Derp doesn't want to lose his Erlenby because it's a gold unit. He's no longer taking gold anywhere. But the Erlenby have just completely shredded all of those Halbs. 253 kills on these bad boys now. The KD is getting absolutely out of control. But I mean, Dark Noob's still fighting. What would you eat if Dark Noob wins? I think I'm going to eat a pizza tonight, maybe. So probably a pizza? No, I probably want, like, I'm going to eat Thai food tonight, I think. Like curry or something. Like a coconut curry. Something like that. What'd you eat if Dirt wins? Probably the same. Onager shots coming in. Arambai now engaging against the Arbalest. Oh, God! And the Arbalists are falling. The Arbalists are falling. The Arambai come in there. Get some great value against those. But still, the battle rages on in the center. Arambai now with 258 kills. He lost some numbers there. Definitely needs to get, like, I feel like he needs more stables, right? How many stables do he have? 7 only? Okay, it's got more up here. That makes sense. Just needs more of a meat shield for the Arambai behind. We need Genitors. Right. Who's going to tell him? He didn't have it. Parthian tactics now affects Arambai. And these get a whole lot better. So it goes from having 3 pierce armor to now having 5 pierce armor. He also gets +2 attack against infantry. It's a fucking disgusting upgrade for these Arambai. And he didn't have it. Scorpions! That's what you want to be spending your gold on? Okay. Meanwhile, on this side, Capped Rams pushing in. More Onagers in the queue. I feel like the Onagers are more or less unnecessary now, right? You have the Arambai. The Onagers just feel kind of unnecessary. Get some Trebs behind this. He's got 1 Treb right now. Just keep your Arambai near the Treb. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Start working away on these production buildings. The Capped Rams is an easy trap to fall into. You want Capped Rams because you feel like it gives you momentum. You can clear up the buildings fast. But the Trebs are more of a long-term investment. They're going to stick around. Uh-oh. 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 Katie is absolute insanity. We've got 978 kills, 490 losses for Dirt. Dark Noob still has gold. Like, he's still taking gold over here. So he can continue producing. And I guess if he whittles down the Arambai number 1 by 1, slowly but surely, could theoretically take this game. But he's losing all his stuff up here. And that's what the Onagers are for. I'm coming in. Says Derp, and Dark Noob is forced to buy himself a castle. Here come the Halbs. 6+7 attack, by the way. 6+7 attack. Yes, quick wall. Yes. There's no way you can chop through this. Well, gets a castle up in time. He is Sicilian, so we'll be building that faster. And Onager is now on the way from Dark Noob. Interesting. Is Dark Noob going to attempt to cut now? If he is going to attempt to cut, there's a castle here. He's going to have to go all the way in and then in from the edge of the map. This is the type of quality gameplay you only truly find in a Clown League Season 2 group stage matchup. You won't see this anywhere else. What an attack round! And the ram comes rolling in. Slowly but surely. It has one mission on its mind. The death of a castle. We'll check back there in a second to see what that ram has done. As Onager is getting more value. Arambai with 275 kills now. Attempting to hunt down those Arbalists. Attack rounds here from Derp. Dark Noob pulls back in time. Derp is still pop capped. The ram has been taken out by sergeants now. And gold is, well, starting to run out here for Derp. But look at the, oh my god, these halbs. We watched the halbs come in and look at the bloodbath. The absolute bloodbath on the farms. I think that was like 10 halbs. These things are doing work. This halb alone has killed 7 villagers. It's a 4-shot on villagers with this thing. Actually kind of nuts. And, oh, this is not the position you want to be in for Dark Noob. In a choke point? Against Erembi and Onagers? No, sir. He does have Onagers of his own, though. Manages to kill a few Erembi, but now he's stuck. He's kind of a little bit stuck. And, oh, boy. Great shot, though, from this Onager. Hero. Hero of the people, taking out 3 Onagers there from Derp. Derp is going to have to build up his numbers once again. Speaking of heroes, the Halb continues his grind back here. And there's nothing, apparently, to stop him, as he's killed 11 villagers and he will kill again. Hussar coming in. Nice split there from Derp. Micro is on point. Halb has died. He noticed the Halb. The Halb has fallen. Dark Noob wins this. Okay. How does this end? Like, once they both run out of gold, right? Like, Dark Noob still has some gold left over. He's got one more relic. Katie is now 1,200 to 600. Aaron by 305 kills. Thank you, Fenris, for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I certainly am. It's an interesting matchup, if nothing else. Ooh, Onager is going to be taken out. And he notices them, and he sees the gold is almost gone. More Onagers are in these siege workshops, waiting to die. Meanwhile, at the top side, we have another cut in here for the halberdiers. And before the Onager dies, he makes sure to make himself a path, but villager there from Dark Noob closing this up. These guys have been really good at paying attention to all the little things. Dark Noob is at 140 population. I think that Halb in the back of his eco, I think that really hurt him. Like, he was down to 40 farms, now trying to tech into skirmishers, but his production queue really suffered because of that. He's queuing up some more Halbs now, but he still needs the elite skirm upgrade. Probably queued behind some of these, maybe? I don't know. And now Derp is killing all his production buildings forward. And it just kind of feels like Dark Noob fell behind in villagers. Fell behind in farmers because of this raid. Struggling to catch up. That one Halb was a game changer, for sure. Also, these Burmese Halbs are just filthy. Let me know. Like, let's face it. 13 attack on a unit that is so cheap, only costing food and wood, like, kind of nutso. Non-elite skirms. Game is paused. Wait, how are you going to be pausing now? KD is, well, 1,300. To 700. Kind of unbelievable, honestly. These Onagers are going to be ejected soon, too. Valuable gold units. How much gold is left on this one mine? 168. Worth it. Worth it for Derp to come forward and mine that. 100%. He's trying to cut in once again. Looks like Dark Noob is denying him once again. And Derp is going to try and just cut these trees now. No, he's going after the Onager. Not going to work. He can cut on this side now, though. He can get in through this area, I think. What is this? Oh, it's a lonely stable. How many kills in the air by? 301. Every time they like edge up above 300, he loses a couple. Still ridiculous value. Wow, these halbs are just getting so much done here, aren't they? Oh my god! He just did so much damage to his own fucking units. Quick, shoot again! Probably did like 300 damage to his own halbs. He's starting to build up his population again, but as he goes for more production buildings up here, Derp's just killing more and more units. Derp should cut through. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Back up to 62 farms is Dark Noob, and he knows what's coming, so he walls up behind this. This is a battle. This is a battle of wills at the moment. Oh boy, onager, 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 onager. Good value there, and the errand by number is falling. 230 only. Let's look for the most kills on one single errand by. 15, we saw 16 before. We saw 0, 6, 13. Couple 13ers in there. Couple 13ers. 18. Okay. Respectable. Meanwhile, up here, Halberdiers working away on the castle. Eventually that will fall. Doing a decent amount of damage, too. Onager coming over once again, probably to try and cut through. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit! Okay. 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 That was the thing keeping the push alive for Derp, is the errand by numbers. He takes his eye off the ball for 1 second, and suddenly his entire errand by army is gone. Suddenly there's no errand by at all. He's attempting to cut through over here, but there's houses and walls. Meanwhile, on this side, he's attempting to cut through as well. But where are the errand by? How many kills on those onagers? If I could double click them, I would let you know. 11 and 10. And 16. Do the math. Derp is still in a position to win, and he's queuing up more errand by. He just needs to get back up to like that 40 number again, you know? These 15 remaining errand by still have 82 kills. Just to show you how effective they've been. But I mean, he's pushing back. He's pushing back over here. Oh, God. Begun the Halb Wars have. It never finish? That's what she said. I don't know why she's calling me it, though. Kind of weird. It's a little strange. Alright, castle is being trebbed down. How much stone does he have left? Not much. Not much. And finally, oh my goodness, finally just deletes some production buildings. Finally, getting rid of those. Now it's Dark Noob's time to have some good attack rounds here with his onagers. Great attack round against the Halbs. Remember, the Halbs from Derp are better. He has to watch out for the onager shots, though, and loses a few more errand by. Trebuchet are still working away, and it looks like Dark Noob is going to clear up the Trebuchet from Derp. Not before he loses all of these onager, though. I think that's a good trade. Honestly think that's a really good trade for Derp. He kills all of the onagers. He doesn't lose that many errand by. It's pretty good. Now they're just going to have to recover their armies once again. Not much in the queue for either player. Oh, no. Oh, no crop rotation. No crop rotation for Derp. I mean, we look at the farms from Not the best examples here. We look at the... Why was Sicilians with crop rotation? Every farm I'm looking at is 100 food left over. 528 left over on these farms. 718. Crop rotation actually mattering here. Dark Noob is going to be spending a lot less wood on average to reseed his farms. Almost happened again. It almost happened again. It feels like Derp was underestimating the range on the onagers a little bit because Dark Noob didn't have siege engineers at first. Then underestimating by like a couple tiles. Ooh, nice little attack round there. He knew the split was coming, Dark Noob. Attack rounded into the split and managed to kill 4 Arambai. Great stuff. Derp really needs to get his production sorted. He's only got 59 farms. Might be enough. Wood count is up there, but he's been really slacking on producing more halbs and more hussar. He will find a kill here on the onager, however. If Dark Noob wins, there's another game, I know. Free content for me. This game has already gone an hour longer than we thought it would. There is still stone and there is still gold available over here. At what point does Derp just cut all the way through into this wood line? Could be a strat. What an incredible arena game, though. I feel like both of them, while they haven't, like... Maybe strategically, there's other things they could have done here. With the units that they have, and the units that they've teched into, I feel like they've both done a really good job controlling their armies. Especially Derp. But Dark Noob, I mean, it's just been surviving, right? His unit queue has been simply better. His production has been better than Derp most of the game. Skirms come in. Yep, Elite Skirm finally coming in. Skirmishers should be pretty good here against the Arambai. Skirm Halb could be a good combo. Fortunately, if you add in too many skirms, then you don't have that many halbs in front. The Arambai can clear up the halbs and the hussar come in for the skirms. But right now, should be looking okay. As the Arambai clear up the halbs on this side, 120 kills back on this group. Once again, great attack round on the halbs under the gate there from Derp. Or sorry, from Dark Noob. I keep getting their names mixed up too. 8 HP left on this barracks, by the way. Is a theoretical barracks. I would hate the train. Hate to go to school there to learn how to be a halb. Still no Bracer for Burmese? Well, Bracer doesn't affect the Arambai, right? So Bracer's not really helping you out at all. Have you seen either of these players' faces before? No. Well, maybe once, but I can't remember what they look like. Yeah, none of the blacksmith upgrades other than the armor affect Arambai. If you guys are wondering. It's just the armor, which they only get the +1 of. So it's armor, Parthian tactics, bloodlines, husbandry, and then the elite upgrade, obviously. Kills on Arambai now. Show kills on the Arambai at 124. He's lost a few. He's cutting through again, though. He is cutting through again. A Dark Noob is on top of it once again. Dark Noob is running out of... As strange as this sounds, Dark Noob might be running out of wood soon. Okay, you know like a fire line? You know where they like cut a line to stop a forest fire from spreading? I feel like Derp can cut a fire line like back here or here, right? And then just control this area. See, look, like he's doing it right now. Is he going to wall in his That's fucking brilliant. He's walled it in on the backside of Dark Noob's woodline. Actual Omega brain play. Holy shit. That is amazing. Population 177 here for Derp. Dark Noob is fully pop capped, and Dark Noob has to shift all of his wood villagers back here. He still has a little clump. And some back over here. And of course, another onager going down from Derp to the trebuchet shots from Dark Noob. Because why not? Shouldn't Derp use his gold on cannons? I feel like trebs are better, right? Like trebs are cheaper and they're just better than cannons here. I think like the problem with Derp is that he's just so hard focused on this fucking castle. Set up the trebs over here, start working away on the production buildings, and slowly squeeze him in. I don't feel like you need to go so hard on this castle. Just take the map control up here and continue expanding. But bomber cannons could also kill the onagers and the skirms. Yeah, but they're very susceptible to being killed off, and they're more expensive than trebs. And like, you don't really... Is there a spot where you could get the bombard cannons in here safely to snipe those onagers? I don't think so. I feel like you just want to get rid of the buildings, and then you can worry about the onagers and the skirmishers. Okay, fire line has begun. Onager will go down to Halbs, though. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, at the top, Derp is coming in once again. Dark Noob is getting a little bit desperate for wood. He's got 46 in the bank right now. Remember, he does have Sicilian farms, so there's a lot of food left over on these, but they will expire eventually. And Derp is coming forward with more barracks, finally. Let's look at... Oh my Jesus! The slow but inevitable progression of civilization. Fucking deforestation over here. Holy. Fire line. Here we go. At least those villagers are using it for something, right? This is just wanton destruction over on this side. And look at, whoever thought that the Sicilian player would be the first one to run out of wood with crop rotation. Remember, he doesn't just need wood to reseed his farms. He needs wood to make skirms and halbs. And he's starting again with the light cap production. And is he trying to wall in another onager? I think that was his plan. It's not happening, though. There's a castle over here. 160 kills on those Erenbide. Meanwhile, in the north, Halb's still pushing in. I'm still pushing in over here, too. 2,000 kills now for Derp. Light Cav is not a good sign from Dark Noob. It's not a good sign at all. Why did he go for arrow slits? I don't know. It's over? Yeah, you were probably saying that 5 hours ago as well. Probably an hour ago, sir. He's coming forward for the gold. He's going to get 168 gold. There is also 114 stone here. Very valuable. Very precious. Unfortunately for him, these villagers are going to mine the gold and then die with the gold in their arms. Not even going to drop that off. Dark Noob at the fucking limit with resources right now. These villagers aren't even going to drop off any of this gold. They're just going to mine it and then die. So it's essentially denying the gold from your opponent, but still. Another raiding party heading into Dark Noob's base. He needs to deal with this. Probably lose an onager here. He's going to lose a lot of villagers as well if he's not careful. Okay, garrisons the villagers. Should be fine there. Still losing more halbs on this side. Trying to come in with light cav once again. He could cause some problems, but there's castles here. And this looks to be fully walled. It's not fully walled. It's open. It's wide open. The deforestation continues. At least we have like a timer here, right? Like we only have 2 more hours before he fully cuts over to Dark Noob's side. At least we've got like a timeline we can we can estimate the end of this game if it keeps going at this rate. 5 hours of wood. Oh, you should call your doctor. Wow, these Arambai are just doing work! Almost got the Arbalest. I'm saving the resources for the end, by the way. We're not looking at resources right now. Onager did die on this side, by the way. I'm saving them for the end. We are going to be looking at all of the resources collected at the very, very end of this match. That is a lot of villagers on wood. That is 70 vills over here on wood. Incredible. Fire line isn't coming, though. And the army isn't coming. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. And it's a TC, but the villagers won't move. They don't move. They don't move. They don't fucking move. And the hussars are in. And the house walls don't work. Dark Noob is panicking. Hussars killing many, 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 many villagers here. 12 villagers already down, and the rest of them are retreating. And he's still... Well, he doesn't have full control over this wood line anyway. The wood line over here is completely cut off, and he's got a bunch of wood in the bank, but how long will that last? The slow, inevitable march of civilization continues over on the northern woodline from Derp. As Dark Noob now goes for another TC. He's heading back over. 30 halbs now in the queue from many, many barracks. Great attack rounds once again from Derp. I mean, just phenomenal stuff. All game. 221 kills now on these Arambai. Light cap being dealt with by the halbs. It's going to look for value with these onagers once again against the arbalists and against the halberdiers. And he pushes in for another raid in the north side. Villagers going down over there. Dark Noob struggling to stay above like 110 vills. He's losing them constantly. We can see that in the eco KD numbers. Oh, Jesus. Okay, he's gonna wall him in again. Holy fuck, how annoying is this? It's so annoying, bro. What a strategy, though. What a strategy. Now he has to be careful just not to cut himself out of this. And Dark Noob is coming over, and he's gonna attempt to micro these down. That's the only solution he has. The onagers in the woodline is Arbalest, and all of his attention is focused over here. All of his attention is focused over here, and the Mad Lad, he's done it. He's actually done it. Meanwhile, Halberdier's dying again to the Arambai in the center. Dark Noob is at 140 population. We said that before. Yeah, Draken. Dark Noob seems unreal, doesn't he? Like, he had one slip up with the Arambai, and he got nuked by an onager shot, but other than that, like, his control has just been fantastic. Especially with the onagers. What, actually, one slip up with the onagers, one slip up with the Arambai in a 2-hour game. It's crazy. It's the APM, man. All that nerd shit. Sorry, not Dark Noob. Derp. Sorry, fuck. Dude, I keep getting their names messed up. Dark Noob is also playing extremely well. Don't get me wrong. They're both clowns to me. And the battle rages on. 150 population for Dark Noob. Still has units in the queue. And he keeps fighting. Of course there's an onager over here. Why wouldn't there be an onager over here? You just need a little more time to learn their names? Yep. I think the problem is, like, when I mess up names or colors early in a set, it stays with me the entire set. And I think I messed this one up in, like, game 2. I'm pretty sure. Big army here from Derp. 80 military, almost double the military numbers of Dark Noob. And he's still killing villagers over here. Dark Noob engaging against the Mangonel now. Hussars still pushing in. Still trying to gain access to safe wood. It just feels like this is happening over and over and over again. He's down to 87 villagers, folks. 87 villagers. He does have 5 TCs to repopulate his economy. But Derp's still holding this position. It's not like Dark Noob is fully pushed back. Crusade, for God's sakes. Crusade doesn't do anything here, though, dude. Like, they're not even elite sergeants. Regular sergeants suck. They suck so bad. Crusade is just literally a waste of gold right now. At 600 gold. You know how much wood and food you have to sell for 600 gold? But I agree. Crusade would have been hype. As fuck. Value. Value. 35 villagers up here. 35 villagers. And he notices right away. He does have hand carts, so he's going to be very speedy. He's going to pass all these former lumber camps. That's great stuff. And look at the wood count now for Derp. Looking slightly concerning, although he does have 38 halbs in the queue. Is also killing the wood line here from Dark Noob. And does have repair villagers forward. But still, he's going to have to get this sorted out. Maybe go chop some wood over here again. Uh-oh. Onager got value, though. Denied the wood line for a little bit longer. He's chopping wood over on Dark Noob's side. Giga Chad play from Derp. He is depleting the wood on Dark Noob's side of the map even faster this way. And Dark Noob is back above 100 villagers. Damn, dude. And Derp has less villagers than him. That has enabled Derp to get a pretty massive military, though. And now he's shifting up this way with the Arambai as Dark Noob sends all of his villagers over on this side. His light cap got some serious value. 12 villager kills as Derp now sends all these villas back over here. Please make some additional lumber camps, please. And there are arbalists still up here, although it's only 4 of them, so not really a threat to the Arambai unless they stop moving. At which point the Halbs can take care of them. Derp has been pretty good with that, though, microing them back. Keeping them safe the entire game. 5 militia. Yep, misclick. 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 Now, I think if he had the 600 gold right now, First Crusade would be a good tech at this current stage of the game, where you've kind of distracted your opponent, you've taken him off wood, and now Derp needs to run away from this wood line again. But unfortunately, he's not even close to having that much gold, right? He doesn't even have any gold units in the queue. He's going to have to wait forever to get that much gold, and, well, he's done it again. Unfortunately, All Dark Noob needs to do is get close to the trees. The onagers will dig their own grave. He walled in the onagers once again. Onagers cutting through the trees. And that gives access to the halbs. More gold units dead. Aaron Buyer at 200 kills. We have 2,600 kills for Derp. 1,819 deaths. Holy. Is he heading back to this woodline again? He's got it walled now. He's got it fully walled. It's only a palisade, though, so he needs to take care of that for sure. Burp. Not happening. Ooh, nice onager shot there. That's a lot of gold units dead. Totally worth it. Totally worth it from Derp. Taking out some more on it, or some more arbalists. Totally worth it. And now he's got halbs up here too. Those will be able to deal with the sergeant and then start clearing up these villagers. 40 villagers in the queue for Dark Noob. His eco is better than Derp's currently. And he's raiding again. And the halbs just aren't in the right position. They're patrolling over here. The villagers are streaming in towards the woodline. Derp is not paying attention. He's raiding on this side, but he's not paying attention to his own economy at home. He is successfully denying woodlines from Dark Noob, though. And Dark Noob has 2 wood! 10 wood choppers in the entire economy and 2 wood in the bank. Can only queue up light cav now. His farms will last a very long time, but it feels like this is the beginning of the end. Both players wide open to raids. Yes, this is the moment where you need crop rotation. I agree. This is the moment. He must have seen that. He probably went to a mill. And he's just like, God damn it, I didn't have crop rotation. This is still going? It is. It is. Definitely an epic game. 100%. It's a battle of wills. It's a battle of lifestyles, honestly. 2 wood in the bank still for Dark Noob. Really struggling to get more than that. I don't think he hasn't dropped off any wood in so long, and these villagers are lining up for death. They're not even, he didn't even click on a tree. Unfortunate. 50 villagers in the queue, though, from 4 TCs, so that's something. More villagers going down over here. The light cav have been doing work. However, it feels like Derp has figured out his problems, and Dark Noob, well, he's identified them. Whether he can do anything about them is another question. 400 eco kills? Yep, 400 villagers killed this game. Got more onagers. He's going to create another fire line here. Feels like right through this area, right? Just clear out this whole fucking corner, to be honest. Or is he going to try and be cheeky and wall this onager in again? Maybe. Is there a villager coming forward? No. Everybody coming to the woodline again. He's still above 100 villagers, though. Dark Noob just surviving. And he goes for another TC. He goes for another TC here, folks. Incredible. Such a sad way to go for who? The villagers? Dark Noob? I don't know. The impression I get here is that Dark Noob's having the time of his fucking life playing this game. He looks like a late game grinder, bro. This man is a cockroach. It simply will not go away. I mean that in the most endearing way. $60 vills in queue, that's right. And he heads in again for more raids. Derp has to be getting tired. I mean, the APM... Derp averages around like 150 APM throughout these fights, right? 120, 110, something like that. Dark Noob is chilling, not expending himself. Is there an endearing way of calling someone a cockroach? I just said it. Yeah, I just did it. 34 military against 89. No siege, though. Just a couple onagers. Like trebs. Just make a couple trebs. Just a treb. A treb. Just one. Just a treb. A treb. Overboom incoming? Yep, might be. You're not wrong. What an insane game. Holy fuck. Everybody once again pushing forward. Halbs, much better for Burmese. But it doesn't matter to Dark Noob, as he's up above 133 villagers now. He's going to be pop capped soon, and he won't have enough space for military shortly. And look at this. Look at this from Derp. He's diving under that town center. He's just trying to take out the Arbalists. He's going to sacrifice Aaron by numbers, but all the gold units now from Dark Noob are gone. He only has 6 Arbalists left over, and once again, it is another villager massacre, as for the 15th time this game, the villagers shift from north to south, but what is waiting for them at the south is now nothing, because the onager is gone. Abandoned ship again. And he still has 36 villagers in the queue. Once again, Dark Noob repopulating his economy. 481 villager kills here for Derp. Starts working away on this castle. Murder Holes is not in. More villagers going down. 87 villagers now for Dark Noob. Familiar story. We've been here before. But suddenly he has 53 army. And he replaces the lumber camps again. Oh, boy. Derp has some idle issues, but he's still looking like he's in a really good position. But I've been saying the same thing for a very long time. Dark Noob abandons the southern wood line again. He thinks about heading back up north. Here come the Halves. Derp, you paying attention? Derp, you paying attention? Oh, Derp's paying attention. Oh, he sees it. Doesn't quite get the shot off. It's a difficult position for Dark Noob to push into. 50 wood in the bank. 0 on wood currently. Great attack rounds there from Derp. Oh my Jesus. And again, son. Wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful stuff here from Derp. But Dark Noob manages to snipe the onagers, as he always does. Still not taking wood currently. Got villagers in the queue, but he's not taking wood. And oh boy, he's down to 17 military. Queues up some more light cav. But this seems like the end. It seems like the end as he sends in more vills here. Over 500 villager kills for Derp. And Dark Noob calls it. What a game. What a moment we have just witnessed in Age of Empires history as Derp has taken the victory there. GG. Resilience from Dark Noob. Resigns at 100 population. Derp with some fantastic micro that game. We love the idea of hiding in onagers and woodlines, cutting through paths. You know, the Arambai play, Arambai onager play early was great. Treb snipes from Dark Noob were fantastic. Just the will to live from Dark Noob was incredible. 1,714 halbs made for Dark Noob. 898 for Derp. Average EAPM 126 for Derp. So he is a hotkey spammer for sure. And I'm surprised that he didn't get more tired throughout that game. Dark Noob is a little bit more reserved. The school of John Slow, you know. Resources collected. Well, worker efficiency 69% for both. As is fitting for a performance like this. Resources collected. Jesus Christ. 128,000 wood. for Derp. Almost 100,000 for Dark Noob. Almost 100,000 wood collected for him. You saw the difference in the wood collected. Food, very similar. 1,400 off. Gold actually ended up being more for Derp. I think because he was trading the wood for gold. Whereas Dark Noob couldn't do that. And then Relic Gold, of course, 3,000 plus more for Dark Noob. KD, insane. Honestly, just insane. What? Look at this. No text. Pass this. Siege Engineers and then Elite Skirm. That makes sense. What the hell was going on with the arrow slits? What on earth was going on with that? I don't understand. What a remarkable waste of resources. And then economy. They both get guilds at some point. And then way back here, crop rotation. Parthian tactics timing? Yeah, it was pretty late. It was pretty late. It was like, wait, like this is when the battle really kicked off here. Like 35 minutes. And then Parthian tactics was at an hour 7. Crazy. Total villagers created. This game was 579. Kind of nuts. Also, can someone calculate how many of their own units they killed? Thank you very much. Dark Noob didn't really kill that many of his own units. Doesn't feel like it anyway. I think Derp killed more.